This guy is going to try and play aggressive on us now, but I'm actually happy to play aggressive with him too. Alright, and like that's the power of Aatrox. Like I was at 10% health and I just went back up to 100%. But wow. Okay. Lawler's gameplay for Dummies, Aatrox edition. We're going to be rocking in the top lane here against a Cho'Gath with, it looks like Arcane Comet. I'm not sure yet if he's going to be running AP or tank, though we did run our Ignite this game specifically for this matchup to prevent his healing in lane if we get into an all-in, and also with the Olaf there, I thought Ignite would be a good option against that comp, so it's something for you guys to consider. Even at a basic level in your games, do you want to use Teleport or do you want to use Ignite? Also for your summoners, there's a few different paths you can go. We chose to stick with Conqueror here, again because I think if I get into the thick of things with Cho'Gath, I'm going to be able to stack up that Conqueror with him and realize the benefit of the extra damage. And also against the Olaf there. So let's head to lane here. Oops, sorry, we didn't buy those items. Doran's Blade's going to be our buy here, along with a pot and a ward. We're going the Doran's Blade in most of the matchups with Aatrox because of the Omni Vamp that's going to play part of, you know, a factor into our kit with the healing and the fighting element, which is what we want to be doing. If we were into something like a Gnar or Teemo or Quinn, where it's like really poke heavy and you might not be able to engage all the time and fight when you want, maybe you're going to run something like a Doran's Shield and Fleet Footwork, for example, just to have a little bit more sustain in lane. Level 1, we're still going to pick up the Q, but we are very weak in most matchups. Level 1, the Q is on a long cooldown, and if you get caught off guard missing one of them and you're in melee range, you're probably going to pay the price against a bunch of champs. So we know Cho's going to try and knock this whole wave up when we go for it. So we're just going to stay back here and use the Q to farm some of this if we can. And then we're going to not use the rest of the Q there because I don't want to push right now. I want to just play super safe early game with Aatrox, get as many last hits as I can, try and dodge as many of those as I can, and just heal up until I get to level 2 at least so that I can start to use that. If he walks up to auto attack at last hit, then we'll use our Q to really try and grab him with a knock up potentially if we can. So like that there, and then we're just going to back off because I can't land the third part of my Q and I want that Q to come off cooldown a little bit faster. Okay, now that we have our E in our combo now, we can really start to get a little bit more aggressive. So you can see there, he missed that, so now we'll try and get going on a combo with him. He is going to ignite us here. I might have to flash an E just to make sure we don't die. Pretty aggressive by him, but now he doesn't have ignite and I do, and I have my E, so we can still win these matchups. So if he misses a Q like that, I'm going to try and land my knock-up. That's good for me. I'm going to try and just E out of this one now, and we're just going to whittle him down. He's already at, well, his passive is going to heal him up here, but he's already at very low mana, so we're going to out-sustain this guy because we don't have mana, so that's fine. We just need to dodge a few Qs like that, and then we'll be okay. So we're going to pick up our W here. You can see on that third Q or the second Q knockup, that's when we're tying it together. If we can E4 into this guy, we'll W him now. And that should be a kill. Okay, well, we got him. So that's part of the benefit of playing very passive with Aatrox early game, is that you're going to let them push in as well and hopefully draw a gank from your team. And because you're manaless, if they really use their abilities to push or harass you, you should be able to sustain it back up with your passive. And because you have no mana, just fish for combos as the lane goes. So I'm not doing anything crazy right now. He's kind of out-traded us early on, and again, that's going to be the case in most of your matchups early on with Aatrox until you get your full 3 combo ability able to land. So we're just going to chill here, focus on last hits for a little bit until he comes back, and then we might try and get a couple combos off on him. But we are low on health here, so we might have to do a slow push and then just do a big push into his tower and then recall and get some items to get back to full health here. So just waiting to see where he is. He's going to try and land a Q. We're going to try and dodge it. I hate the hitboxes sometimes. He's within kill range of us now. So I want to just try and heal up off my passive if I can, off this big cannon creep here. And then we'll finish it out here. And we'll get a slow push going here, it looks like, so that should be fine. Dodge that. And then we'll just start to push this into tower now. So the good thing with your Q is you can push waves pretty good with it. And just really try and decide when you want to go back to base, right? Here we have a good push going, so we'll just get this into his tower, and then we'll go back and buy and hopefully be at an item advantage over him. So that's a good time to back now. He picked up, it looks like, another Doran's Ring, so I wouldn't be surprised if this guy's going to go full AP. We're going to be able to go back and pick up a Kindle Gem as part of our Gore Drinker buy here. And I'm just going to pick up... no, actually. So you could pick up, again, this is a little bit non-Aatrox specific, but you could pick up a pink ward here, control ward, and drop that in your bush. But with the way the lane's going right now, Cho'Gath, especially if he's using his ability on the wave, has a very good push potential. So there's no point in me putting a pink ward here because it's probably just going to get destroyed since I'm always going to be pushed under tower, at least for now. In other matchups, if you were the one pushing and controlling the lane, you could buy that pink ward to make sure you don't get ganked. So now that he missed his knock-up, now I want to look to be aggressive with my Q if he gives me the chance to be. So you can see here, I'm trying to just land anything I can on this guy, and that's a good trade for us. So there we go, we picked up about half his health, and that's what I mean with Aatrox is very combo heavy. You need to make sure you have your 3 abilities. There we even missed 2 knock-ups, but we still managed to win that trade because of the power of the knock-up on the 3rd Q and the damage that you get with it, and also the passive and the healing. So again, just focusing on last hits here. Those Qs are going to be really annoying if they hit, but you can see now he's even scared to walk up any closer to us because he understands that we can combo off on him. So we have our R now. Again, we're just trying to dodge out as many of those as we can, and we're just going to try and keep the wave here for a little bit if we can. But this is going to start to happen in your games with Aatrox, where people are going to understand the range of your combo if they're smart, and they're going to play back. So he's playing really far back. This is good for us because he's missing XP and last hits, so I'm completely fine with this. We'll just do a missing ping. You guys should do this in your games too. But once he comes back to lane, if we have a chance to combo off on him, we will. Just playing patient, playing around your combos, right? EQ. Later on, when we get Gore Drinker, we're going to be able to really open it up and get a lot more aggressive with this guy, especially when we have Ignite up. We haven't used Ignite on him yet. There really hasn't been a chance to go full-blown combo on him. So we're just chilling. I have no idea where this guy is. Last hitting again, we can do that slow push build up, and anytime we want to shove this under tower and go and buy and spend our money, we can just spam Q on the wave. Okay, so, well, I don't know if he was sitting there the whole time. So again, if you miss your first Q, that's cool. It's the second Q that you'd want to try and use that E on. Okay, that's the one that has a little bit wider of a hitbox, so you can get a little bit more liberal with trying to use it. So here again, if we don't land that first Q, that's fine. It's the second Q that I want to make sure I land. If he stays here, oh, I was going to say if he got pulled back in there, we were going to win that fight. So he's really low. We'll see if we can flash QE here. Oh no, this is not good. Okay, so we managed to pick up a Q there, and then also use our passive to finish him off, which is good. We had to burn Flash there. It was really unlucky that Olaf was up there with level 6 and ult, because if he didn't have 6, we would have got that double kill as well. But you can see there again, just playing patient and trying to play around that EQ, and you can use your Flash again to reposition for that Q. It's all about hitting those Qs with Aatrox. You have to be really, really good at that, okay? So we'll pick up Phage, and then we'll try and E back to lane. You can use your E in open terrain still just to grab these last hits before they hit tower if you can help it. The cooldown is about 8 seconds right now. After we pick up Gore Drinker, that'll go down, and as we put more points in it, it'll go down as well. Looks like our Viego got to pick up the kill on that Olaf after he had no ult. That's great. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, no. Okay, so because Viego is doing that Rift Herald, I actually want to push this if I can and then go help him. Yeah, we're going to just have to go now, unfortunately. Actually, I think he can get out, so we'll push this and hopefully make Cho'Gath miss a bunch of farms. So you can use your Q, like I said, to fast push those waves. Now we'll see if we can meet him over here and stop him from coming in, at least this way. We can shove this under turret, hopefully. Wow, he finished it? Oh man, I should have roamed. I didn't even look. I thought it was full health for some reason. Well, that sucks. He's going to get turret gold off that. But at least he can't come back this way. We're going to shove a huge wave under. Hopefully he misses a bunch of this. He's going to look for that knock up. So important part of playing... Oh my gosh, they're back. I have to use my R here just to start to get away preemptively. Dodge that out. If this guy wants to stay now, I'll fight him. And I'll fight this guy too. Actually, we need to E away so we don't get ulted. Yes, that's how we do it. Aatrox, baby. The healing, the sustain, the damage, the knockups, right? It all comes together to be a great fighter, a great duelist, okay? You're going to be able to have a lot of displacement, a lot of damage, a lot of healing, right? Like, they got completely screwed on that. We used our ult preemptively just to make sure we could get away and position ourselves in a spot that was good. So again, it's kind of like that whole mantra of staying calm, you know, placing your abilities in good order, linking them up in those combos that you need to. You really have to be able to play calm when you play Aatrox. If you get really nervous and you just smash your keyboard, it's not going to work well with Aatrox. There's some champs you can do that with, not with Aatrox. You really have to stay calm and collected and understand that you have to hit those cues, and if you can position with your E to get those knockups, it's really going to turn the tides of the fights for you. So we could, back here, we have 1,400 gold. I'm just going to quickly check to see how much I need for the Gourd Drinker. So that's perfect. We can back and buy it right now. I'd recommend that, you know, if you can, just make sure you hit your item spikes and go back to base and pick them up. It's really going to help you in lane. Don't get caught in lane with like 2,000 gold without a full item. It's just not going to work well for you. So here it was good. The wave is kind of just frozen pretty much in the middle. We're not going to lose too much for the back there, so it worked out well. And again, we're going to use our E to come back to lane even faster. So now that we have the Gourd Drinker, we're just going to tie this into all of our combos when we're in Gourd Drinker kind of cast range. It's going to give us some healing and deal more damage. Our sustain is going to be pretty good right now, so I'm going to get pretty liberal. I'm just going to put a ward here because I know that Olaf's been coming up non-stop for us, and clear this out. But he's going to try and use that rift on our tower, unfortunately. I'm just trying to make sure Olaf's not here with him to take the tower 2v1. Yeah, we're going to look to really open up with him on some combos now because we should have an item advantage over him. He doesn't even have his first full item. We have our Gourd Drinker. So if he steps up to this wave, we're going to look to get very, very aggressive. She needs to watch out. He's probably roaming mid because he can't do anything top here. You can see Olaf's hanging around mid too. Yeah, there he is mid, right? So now that he's mid, we're going to have to just try and shove this to take some pressure off of the Ahri. But that's something just to help your teammates out, right? Like, they're going to go missing from lane most of the time if you're playing Aatrox well because they won't be able to do anything to you. I might actually have to roam mid here just to help this. No, we can't help it. They have 3 people on a rift. So this is just like, it's a trade-off. We're just going to try and get this tower and get these plates up here and get ourselves fed because we really can't stop that mid. By the time I got down there, that turret would be gone and it would be into the second one anyway. So we're just trying to maximize the opportunity here, and that's going to be just knocking down these plates for ourselves and getting this minion gold. Now, we did see Olaf move. I was keeping my eye on the map. That's something you should make sure you're doing as a top laner if you're pushing. Just keep an eye out where they are. I fully suspect they might all roam top here to try and grab me, so I'm going to start to just push that in fast and then get out of the situation and recall and use 1,000 gold here. If you didn't want to recall, and just right now we won't because we have 1,000, what you can do as Aatrox, because of your sustain, is you have a very easy time picking up these Krugs, okay? So just pick these up from your jungler. It's not a big deal, especially if he's not even topside jungle. They respawn quick enough that it's not going to piss them off. You can use your active off your Gourd Drinker to also kill them faster, and then just spam your Q on them to kill them all like that. Alright, that's going to pump up your gold and your CS per minute in a big way, just helping you out over your games to get more gold and more items. So they're on Dragon, we see that there. So right now I can open up on this guy pretty well. If I can get a combo off on him to start, you can see how scared he's playing, right? Like, he just does not want to take a combo from me. So if that's the case and first turret blood's not on the table, just freeze them out. It's no big deal, right? He's missing so much for playing back there. And if he wants to get aggressive, that's when I'll try and get aggressive with him. Right? You can see how scared he is of us, right? It's going to happen in your game. So you just have to be patient. You have to understand that you can freeze or wait for a gank. And if there's no first turret blood to be had, like, just play it smart. Don't open up yourself to ganks and getting killed. We've seen Olaf come top so many times. That time he was bot, but like, if we didn't know where he was, there's no point just to mindlessly push waves with your Q as Aatrox. I know it's fun to cast it, but there's no point because you just open yourself up to die. We got all the turret plates off that, right? We didn't pay a single price for anything. We just got all the turret plates without even hard pushing non-stop. So it's just pushing when it's smart to push. Alright, this Cho he's picking up farm from somewhere else, but we're just going to make sure we pick up this cannon and then we're going to get aggressive on him. Just going to chill out, pick up this cannon, and then we'll try and get aggressive on him. Look, I see as soon as we move up, he moves back. It's amazing. It's been a long time since I played against someone who is playing this safe. So I'm just going to try and keep the wave here. Looks like I cleared that out too fast, but that's okay. So we're going to just check out where this guy is. If we get into a fight, I'm going to ult immediately, okay? Because I need that healing. Actually, this is the spot where probably not too good. If he combos us off, his R might be able to chunk us out completely. Yeah, so he's looking for the combo there. We'll just try and W this or Q this out and then get the hell out of here. Yeah, that's good for me. Actually, Krugs are back up. We'll probably heal off those a little bit, and we'll see if he pushes, because right now he's not really pushing at all. So this is just free farm for us, free XP and free farm, so we're just going to pick this up. What will be great is if we can go back and buy a Ravenous Hydra. That'll be awesome. And really, he's not making us like pay a price right now for staying in lane too long. So that's fine. We're just picking up gold for free. We're in no danger of dying. He's only slowly losing out on more and more gold and XP. We're just getting more and more ahead. And our team's actually doing not too bad too in the bot lane and the mid lane, so that's good. So I'm just careful in case he's in a bush right now and he tries to full combo me. I'm getting ready with my E to dodge and knock up if I can. There it is. I'm going to have to ult here just to get away. He was trying to arm me probably for sure. That really sucks that he caught me with that knock up. I don't know how I didn't see that before. I'm going to hang out here and just pick up this wave because I see that Viego's coming up. So I'm pretty confident that we can do this. There we go. So that should be a good amount of gold to go back and buy some items, and Viego looks like he's going to stay up here and just hold his turret if we need to, so it's a pretty good time to back. I'm going to try and build, I'll just build a single pair of boots, but I'm more interested in building into this as fast as I can. So you can see here we could pick up two big components of that. There's a fight going on mid. I'm going to path towards top side jungle so I can make a decision to go to the top turret or help this fight if I want to. But it looks like that fight's just going to sizzle out there. So we're 1-1-2, we haven't done anything too crazy. I'm really waiting for those mid-game opportunities when I have my Ravenous Hydra and Gore Drinker to really pop off, but this could be a good situation here on these guys. So I'm going to try and use my Q to knock up preemptively. It looks like Viego managed to finish that off here. Just looking for that third Q if we can. Don't catch me with that knock-up. So we burnt a lot there on that fight just to see if we could keep the engage going. It's okay to do that, like if you feel like a mid-game fight could be a game-turning fight. Like if we clean them all up there, we probably pick up mid-turret to get the dragon after that, stuff like that. So, I mean, I burned a lot and I missed a key W there on their ADC. But it's not the end of the world. We're just going to come top and push off that fight. Have to make sure we dodge that out. This guy is going to try and play aggressive on us now, but I'm actually happy to play aggressive with him too. Alright, and like that's the power of Aatrox. Like I was at 10% health and I just went back up to 100% because I used my passive, I stayed calm, I used my Gore Drinker, and I punished that guy for choosing to finally fight me. For the whole game he hasn't tried to fight me at all, and then finally he goes for it and he pays the price. So we're up on him in CS. We're going to have our full Ravenous after this game. You can see here that one mistake right now from him is really going to cost him. We can push this really, really fast with our items now. And then again, we can start to pick up the jungle farm. It's a really key part of playing Aatrox or any other kind of split pushing top laner. You want to make sure you're picking up this farm, making their jungle pay for not being there to help their top laner, and then also just getting yourself more fed with gold. Something's breaking out here. I'm actually going to start the path towards this. See if we can catch her from behind with the QE combo. Okay, she's gone right now. They're pathing towards drag, so I'll actually stay and help this. So we got the drag, that's great. I'm just going to go back and push mid now. There's really nothing to fight for down there, so I'd rather push mid and pick up this farm. Okay, so what I'm checking here with gold quickly is, as I start my back, is if I can finish the Hydra, I can. So I want to just try and go back and grab that Hydra right now. If I had enough money for boots and Hydra, that'd be ideal, but this is a good time to back and just get to my 2-item power spike, and then I can probably push bot or top again. So we'll pick that up. In terms of boots, I am going to pick up the plated steel caps this game. I know that technically our lane matchup is Cho'Gath, so picking up the... Let's go back to the shop here. Picking up the Mercury Treads is a better bet against him, but I'm going to have a tougher time dodging damage from the Xayah and the Olaf. So this is just, I think, for me in this game, going to work out better, and their mid laner is a Talon, so there's just more AD threats on their team that I can't really dodge damage out from. But if this guy again stays here, we're going to R and just try and chase him down. But it looks like, again, he's finally respecting us and our kit again, so that's fine. Okay, so here he's not. This could be good for us. If he landed that stun, that was probably an R combo for us to go all in. You can see we're drawing a lot of attention up top right now. We got 2 champs, potentially 3 up here with Olaf, so I want to try and drop some vision before I go too crazy here. After you push things up about halfway, if you don't have vision of enemy champs, that's kind of like your alarm bell to take it easy, reassess the situation. Like right now I don't need to look at the mini-map because I still have a turret up and I'm only halfway, but as soon as I push this halfway now, I'm already starting to look at the mini-map. Okay, where are the enemy champs? Okay, Olaf, Talon, mid. Okay, so it's 2 big threats to me. I don't see Cho and I don't see their ADC, so maybe those 3 are up top. I don't think they would be up here because I can't imagine they'd want to share farm, but also there's a wave crashing bot. So I'm playing defensively right now. I know that if it was just Cho I could kill him, but I don't know where their ADC and support is. So, you know, I'm just playing very safely. If I can walk up and check out the jungle, oh, look at that, there they are, right? There's 3 champs here waiting for me. So now I just need to use my E to get away, and hopefully these guys would keep pushing mid while I drop pressure top or push bot. It looks like they're coming to help me, so I'll move up with them here, and if a fight breaks out, we'll be in a good spot. Okay, fight's breaking out, I'm coming over to help. Just use my ult here. Just pick up that kill. The speed boost, the damage boost, it's just, don't be afraid to use it even if it's not going to be like a full maximized ult. If it's a team fight and your ult's going to be able to help win that team fight, use it, okay? Just like game over, right? But use it because it refreshes in a minute and a half. Just use it, get the damage, get the kills. Guys, quick game with Aatrox there. We'll take a quick look at the damage charts just to have a see here. I don't think we dealt too much damage in that game. We'll just give that to our buddy Diego. Ooh, S- on Aatrox. So I mean, like, you know, basic gameplay there. We didn't really do anything crazy in that game. We picked up an S with him. We ended up 3-1-2, so that's pretty good. We also had, it looks like, the most CS in the game. Yes. The most gold on our team. Yes. The most gold in the game. Yes. So all these categories we're topping the charts with, and we just played him in a very basic way, very patient. And in terms of the damage, I don't suspect we'll have the most damage in that game. And again, if you're playing top lane and you're against a champ who just doesn't want to interact with you, you're not going to have the chance to deal the most damage. But we did a good job that game. Again, we got an S+. We dealt some good damage to objectives. We were 3rd highest in the game on that. We weren't a slouch with damage to champs, and we finished 3-1-2 with an S. So I'll take it, and hopefully you guys have the same success. Let me know how it goes in your games.